I'm going to demonstrate pxebooting in Windows using Windows Deployment Service and Active Directory Domain Service. So let us first boot our Windows server, and in the meanwhile, let's simulate connecting to a new Windows box called WinPXE, and we'll give it Windows 7 64-bit. Next, next, create. So in order to boot from PXE, we must enable network boot, and we will be doing this in a BIOS setting. Okay, and also we need to attach this new computer on the same network as the as with Windows Server Edge. So we just make so we can say that in Windows Server it is also in host only adapter pxnet 3, and WinPXE is also in host only adapter pxnet 3. Okay, so similarly we can create a new WinPXE server, and it's Microsoft Windows and 22 by 64-bit. Now next, create, next, create. Similarly, we will enable pxebooting and attach it to the same network as. Okay, as you can see that Windows server has booted up, and if we go to the Windows server, and let's enable WinPX booting as well. Okay, cancel. We want to boot from PXE. So what it does is it searches for boot, and you can see that it has searched for the DHCP server and found out there is a DHCP server, and it is currently waiting for permission uh, to be granted so that it can be boot. So as you can see, I was here to show you that Windows Deployment Service has been installed in this server. If you go to this server and pending devices, we will see that in pending request ID 6 there is and we can say name and approve just exe, then select the boot image of Windows 7 because we are going to select this, and unattended file will be Windows 7.xml that has been created by me. Next, um, can, you can add it to Hagrant as well. Okay, press OK and finish. Okay, so as as I press approve the message, it has started booting. Now it's gonna, if we are not even attached to this attach this computer to the uh, that device computer to the monitor, it will boot in 15-20 seconds. But we can also, if we are attached, we can just input press enter and let move on. So what it does is it's going to pull now talking about the pxc technology, it's gonna pull the boot image at first, and what we have is we have just pointed out the unattended insert XML file or the answer file. we have to create two answer file for this pxebooting. We have created a simple an Windows 7 uh, an attend answer file that we just point out is for boot image, and we have for install image which automatically selects Windows 7. In this install image we have created mm, another unattended install file, and which is going to mm, perform the unattended installation. Okay, so file browse created. Okay, apply. Actually it's being used, so we can't really change it right now. Okay, it would be lovely to demo the installation of one Windows 7 and uh, one Windows 2012 at once, but we may have some problem with resources. I just put it this. Azar. So we can see that another parallelly we can open another uh, we can install OS on the another system as well. And if we go to the, it is still asking for permission. We can go to pending devices, and this is ID number 7. It's asking for approval. We just go Windows PXE server, next, and specify boot image of Windows 2012, next, and we have created an unedited file for Windows 2012 as well, and next, and finish. Okay, as soon as we hit OK, it will start to boot up, and similarly we can press this one, and I'm hoping that it is not going to crash. We have 51% installation over here. It's on 51%. It's on. It's just booting up. Okay, so we have the there is no much difference between the Windows Server automatic installation and Windows 7 automatic installation. Basically, we need to make uh, two unattended answer files and point it in the Windows deployment server. Okay, I hope that we. Okay, it's the another process of installation of Windows 7 is at 69%, while the process of installation of Windows 7 Windows 2012 is just starting up. Okay, I think it's running parallelly. It's 74%, it's 0%, but it has started. Okay, I think we can demo this one. um, okay, two Windows installation is being done parallelly. One is Windows 7 at the left hand side, and um, Windows 2012 on the right. 77%. Now it's at 77% and it's at 5%. Okay, so it does take a while, and since it's trying to use boot two mazes at once, it may take a while. Usually I just complete this in 20 minutes. Let's see. I hope there is not too much noise. Okay, so basically this is it, and we can also now if meanwhile I can say there is one another tool that we have been using to create an answer file, and I think I should not move. Okay, let's wait for a while. On 88% and 30%. 90%. You can also install uh, multiple Windows 7 and Windows Server at once, and that's gonna be that's just gonna be a pressure on the bandwidth of the network bandwidth, but uh, it's much easier than using a USB keyboard. In this way, what IT professional can update or install. Um, if we have got 10 to 12 news new computers, right, computers at once, if you get 10 to 12 computers at once, you can just configure this file and just like I have proceeded, uh, start start one machine, then another, and let all that do the work, all that installation be done parallelly, and not worry about massive since the architecture, uh, the machine architecture that will be brought at that time uh, will be same. We don't the answer file doesn't look much different, and also we can like proceed, we can make it to uh, we can execute a command prompt, execute any command in a command prompt or PowerShell after the completion of this setup process. So we can install any um, can theoretically install any list of files that's required after the installation. Okay, so we are here at 99%, and it's gonna be 100% soon. And we are on the right, on the left, we have Windows 2012 running at 57%. As you can see that I have pressed very little keys or none at all during the installation process. This is really good, which is which makes like if you can just put just connect that PC on the network, just press it on, and on server you'll be uh, notified of the installation. I think by default, if pxebooting is not enabled by default, we may have to join that with the keyboard and enable that. But even though that's, I think if we have to do that simple step, the process of installing will be lot a lot faster. Okay, so Windows 7 is now trying to install features. And proceed on now, and the uh, Windows setup of 22L is at 85%. Okay, so installing driver is gonna be completing the installation in now it's in 90% and it's about to boot down. I'm just waiting restart now directly. 92%. The Windows 22L is at 92%, which is good. Looks like the processing power is not hampering, or I think it has extended time for both the installation of both the Windows. 87%. Okay, now it's restarting and starting Windows. Now it should be setuping. Okay. Okay, Windows setup is updating registration. Okay. Okay, so 100% of the process of grabbing data from the Windows development service is completed, and Windows 22 as well, and it's finishing up the installation and going to restart. Now the best part is since we have kept pxebooting or network booting at the end, we have not fallen into any boot loop, and after this process is automatically boots from the hard disk, which is good. It's good. Okay, so we see that in Windows 7 it's trying to configure automatically, and in Windows 7 it's booting up, and after some time it will also start uh, configuring automatically. 32%, 41%, 50%. I think it's speeding up. I like that. Windows 7 is booting at this. Windows 20 is booting at this site. 1%. Okay, it's starting to. This is a installation automatic. Okay, system is applying system settings. Ready. Looks like Windows 2012 has installed for faster. Hmm. It's rebooted again. Windows 7. Starting Windows. Yeah. So it's looks like Windows 7 has installed. Okay, starting Windows, we can see that the process of installation of 2OS is running simultaneously, and 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 it's not asking for any user for um, any question or any configuration during the certain process that's starting the process. It's gonna the installation process is gonna be completed, and we'll move on. Okay, so at the right side, uh, if you have some configuration, some answer we missed, it's gonna ask them, and in 2012 it's asking for a set of country and regions. Keyword next. It's okay. So let me just. I don't know about this. Okay, so there is some error with. Mm, just it looks like there has been some error with inserting user accounts. So it's asking or prompting for creation of user account. There is also facility of adding directly to the you can see that some commands are running. Setting up process is still running, and that has been mentioned. Similarly, we can execute any shell script or any script which can configure or install. Now Windows 7 has started over there, and we have Windows Server over here. Okay, so that's it. That's the demo uh, of pxebooting, and basically we have the machines. Put the machines, turn it down. Okay, so we have Windows Server. Mm, just log into. What you can see is we have something called Windows System Image Manager, which is helpful for creating answer files. If we say while open answer file and created.xml file, we can just choose the settings which you want and just create, uh, just choose if you want to add it on which pass, and adds values over here, and this, they will start to respond as per this, uh, as per the data kept in this file. So that's it, that's the demo. So that's how pxebooting with Windows Development Service works. I hope this okay. So thank you.